This is the Gleaner's Corporate Coffee Mornings, and I'm talking to Garth Walker, who's Managing Director of Business Access Television, coming soon to Flow Cable Network. Now, Garth, I see where you also recently launched your ad agency.
Correct.
Why have you decided to formalize that side of what you've been doing for a long time?
Well, when you really look at the way the company was structured, in order to put ourselves in a position for longevity, seeing the fact that we have now launched our TV station, we have moved all our videography out of creative media and events. So what we want to do is position creative media to handle event execution for the business community, and then the zone advertising agency now will focus on the advertising, the marketing campaigns, the media placements on behalf of our corporate clients.
And again, that's another area that seems to be oversaturated.
Well,
how
I view it, I don't view
it
it as being oversaturated or undersaturated. I view it as going into the market and carving out your niche.
And what is your niche in the market?
Well, our niche is how we do things at the zone. I mean, I have a young team, but they are very creative. So what I find is that when a corporate client wants a campaign done, even just the way in terms of how we present the campaign to our clients have made a difference in terms of the bids that we have won since we have launched this business, or since we have pretty much expanded that area of the business.
And do you find time to do your party setups? I mean, memorable ones come to mind. One in Port Royal a few years ago for Digicel, I think that was.
The 10th anniversary.
Yes, and some at Kimanas Estate, I can recall.
Yeah, man. Well, Leighton, my partner, he pretty much manages that aspect of the business.
I see.
So when it comes down to all of the event execution and stuff like that, that falls under Creative Media now, which is managed by Leighton.
So you still do that?
Yeah, man, definitively.
Also.
Yeah, man.
So which part of the process do you prefer? Which aspect of the business do you prefer? Or are you just the businessman sitting in the office making the decisions?
I little of both. Okay. But I actually prefer the media side.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man, I like the magazine, I like the television business.
So you like being in front of?
No, I like being behind the camera. I'm a shy person.
Really, God? You are a shy person?
Definitely.
Almost every day I pick up the paper and I see you.
No,
in it.
a lot of people.
Although that is not a bad thing when you have a brand to promote.
Right. But, you know, being in the press is something that we'll have to do. I mean, the type of business that we'll have, it's important to be out there and networking and consistently keeping up with the trends and what's happening. But I'm really a shy person by nature. I prefer to be behind the scenes. I don't like to be in front of the camera at all. So I do very few television interviews. I do the press interview, but I do very few television interviews.
I am still trying to digest that.
It's the truth. Think about how many TV interviews you have seen me on.
Okay, kind of true. So, where do you see yourself and your wealth empire in, say, 20 years?
No, man, 20 years I see us having being a major media mogul right across the Caribbean and the region.
You have plans to go into the rest of the Caribbean too?
Definitively. So we'll be airing in Jamaica first, and then we'll expand to the region as we grow.
What do you see as some of the needs out there in the rest of the Caribbean that not the same in Jamaica?
I would say it's very similar. A platform for business. A platform for business, where when you turn on the business news, you're not hearing about the rape, the crime, the violence. We know it's there, but at the same time, you know, after a full day at work, when you come home and you want to consume, you don't want to come back again and consume that information again. It's critical and it's needed, so I'm not talking about excluding it. But on our platform, we are focusing on what drives the economy, which is business.
What would you say to a young marketing student at, say, any or three major universities right now who's thinking of graduation and finding the job in a market where there are not many jobs? How would you encourage that person to market themselves and get themselves out there now?
What I would say is be aggressive. Be aggressive, be confident, ensure you know your game. It's not necessarily the person who graduates with honors that's going to get that job. It's the person who's going to go into the interview and wow the interviewer. I mean, my mother always told me that when you walk in a room, you hold your head up. You know, so you have an interview, you go in an interview, you're confident, and then show you do your research. I mean, there are many persons who go for interview and they know nothing about the company.
Yes.
So when they're asked a question, you know, what do you know about my business? They know nothing. So how you going to market my business if you know nothing about my business?
Yeah, you should at least come prepared.
You should at least come prepared. And
Yes.
come and even give me an idea
Yes.
about my business or about a brand. And let me think about it.
Okay. Okay. Food for thought.
Food for thought.
I'll be watching you.
And our tagline, Business Access TV, serious about business.
Serious about business.
Serious
Okay.
about business.
Good. Congratulations again
Thank
on
you.
the formation of the new companies.
Thank you, thank you.
Good, good, good. This has been the Gleaner's Corporate Coffee Mornings. My guest was Garth Walker, Managing Director of Business Access Television Limited.